I take my laser gun and I go pew pew pew!
TechNiaMa.
Hello, welcome to TechNiaMa. This is my first black hole image, very historical. First of all, you need to find a picture of a donut from the internet. You open it on Photoshop, and while this donut is not big enough, I mean the canvas is not big enough, so I will enlarge the canvas a little bit to accommodate more space. Okay, now it's being enlarged. Okay, the black hole have some kind of light leaks around the round shape of the black hole, so we need to actually fill up the donut into the space around that huge donut. So we duplicate a portion of the donut, move it to the relative areas. We use Command T to do some transformation of that little piece of image that we duplicated. We enlarge it, rotate it a little bit and all that. Okay, then we duplicate it and put it on the other side of the image. Okay, so it's more or less in place now. So the next thing is to use the a soft brush for the eraser so that we can touch up the side a little bit. Okay, on both sides. Now we touch it up. Okay, next thing is to flatten the image and duplicate this image twice. Okay, the top layer, we're going to use it as a reference, so we're going to control the opacity a little bit, set it lower, and the second layer we add a mask. Okay, so to mask everything out, we use the black color to fill up that lower layer. Now you can see we have some sort of guide or reference for our black hole. Okay, we're going to use a dark gray to sketch out the light leaks kind of effect outside the black hole, the ring shape. So I'll just simply rub some areas outside. Okay, then we use a brighter gray. Okay, and we use another brush to draw a round shape in the middle of the donut. You notice that this is a little bit brighter because we use the lighter gray color for the mask. Okay, now we turn off the reference layer. Now you see a little bit of a very faint kind of shape is being created. Next is to create a highlight. Okay, we also use a feather brush, but a smaller one. Okay, but it's very hard to see the effects now, so we need to add a space layer, a totally black space layer at the bottom. Now it's very visible. Okay, now we can start drawing the highlights of the black hole, sorry. Okay, now you can see the much brighter area because we use a white color in the mask. Okay, now we use a larger brush to have more feather around the highlights. Okay, that's kind of okay, right? All right, so next is to increase the Gaussian blur of the mask. So it will look more blurry. Alright, and then we adjust the hue and saturation of the donut. So we turn to a bit more yellow orangey kind of hue and reduce the saturation a little bit, and the lightness of the donut, turn it to really dark, so it will look like it's very faint from outer space kind of effect. Okay, now we layer an orange color and blend it with the donut that we have. So we will use the blend mode of that orange layer, and after that we'll also use a lighter orange, yellowish orange. Okay, we'll try yellow, okay, to enhance the highlight. So we draw the thing directly on the donut layer, so because it will turn orange because we have an orange layer on top being blended into the donut. Okay, so we'll just adjust the brush stroke accordingly and just draw our highlight area. Okay, and then we can, while drawing the highlight area, we can actually control the opacity of the brush also, so that it won't be that hard. You have more feather effects. Okay. Next, we really need to do a highlight on top of the orange, because sometimes it will be overexposed, right? So a little bit of overexposed effect. So we add another layer. Then we use the lasso tool to draw two very bright areas in the highlights. Make sure that you use Shift to add the selection areas, and then we fill up the selected area with a color which is like bright yellow. Okay, this is like pretty sharp highlights, but we can always add a Gaussian blur to blur it out, so it will will blend in more naturally into the thing. That's basically the techniques you need to draw your historical black hole with your Photoshop, and we hope you learn something new this time. Bye bye.